All I'm saying is that it would have been cool to get some other animals like birds and reptiles instead of just these small rodents, you know? Hello there everyone, Coolnickyd here, welcome back to another video, and today I'm doing another installment of one of my favorite series that I do, is what blah 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 should have had. And today we're doing my first pet stuff, because oh boy, is there a lot of things that this pack should have had. Now, I must put a little disclaimer, this is not to say what it should have been, which, you know, I think everyone would agree would be like a game pack where we can own a vet clinic like that. No, this is the game pack as is what should have been included, alright? So the first things first is a better name, because my first pet was not some weird void critter or hamster or gerbil, rat, blah blah blah, nothing of the sort. It was a cat, so that does not apply to me. Next, some different clothes. Now, as you see here, all we have are cats and dogs clothes, but as you see, they're all recolors of things from cats and dogs. We don't have any true new clothes in this pack. A lot of it is just repeats and repeats of what we have already seen. Now, of course, there are some new things like the banana suit for the dogs, but it's mostly recolors. And that goes for the same, that's the same for the adults and the kids as well. It's just a bunch of recolors, like, okay. And then the next thing is some more children's stuff, because we don't really have new children's stuff, and for a pack that is really aimed towards kids in the game, we don't have a lot of stuff for them. I understand it is my first pet stuff, but my first pet stuff, meaning the kids. So we don't really have new things for them. We have like a couple of new graphic tees, but really it's just it's not much. It's not much at all. And once again, as I said, I know it's the pet stuff, but even so, for the pets, there's not a lot of new stuff. Like, as you see, there's a new cape on that cat there, but it's a lot of stuff that we've already seen. And next is a little bit of normal furniture. As you see here, you're looking at this living room, and it makes me want to puke because nothing matches in this living room whatsoever. Everything is cartoony, and this and that and what, like, it just doesn't make any sense. Nothing correlates. So I really would have liked to see some normal furniture. The only thing that I, in this picture, classify as normal furniture is the end table, the round end table. That is it. The aquarium table is super nice, and it is my favorite in this pack, but it is not normal furniture. That is, like, you know, something out of the ordinary. I would have liked to see a little something more subtle, especially if they were going to be, like, you know, building off of the pets expansion pack. Would have liked to see some more of that kind of subtle style, but it's really just crazy and wacky and just, like, all too childish and cartoony for me. And along with that, I would have loved to see some full sets of things, because as you see here, what we got in my first pet stuff and cats and dogs, it was all split up, so if I have one without the other, it just doesn't all go together. And same thing with all the other furniture we have, it just doesn't go together. Next, I would have loved to see some different animals rather than just the gerbils and the whatevers. It would have been nice in this picture just to have a bird, okay? Now, in The Sims 3, they had those weird, like, tree branches that the bird sat on, but no one said it had to be like that. They could have easily had the same exact little environment as the hamsters, you know, just the inside change. And same thing goes for, the reptiles or anything else that we could have gotten. I would have loved to see us get those kinds of animals, or even just have like the cage, just a blank cage, and then us fill the animal of our choice. It's just that it's a little boring that all we got, like for my first pet stuff, the only thing we got one pet with just different colors of those pets. It's just, you know, I know they're classified as different animals, but it's really just that same little potato she's holding in her hand, but in different colors. Like, I would have liked to see something more along the lines like this, like we saw in The Sims 3, with some normal furniture that could fit into any style. And as you see, like, we have a snake, we have the reptiles, the lizards, the turtles, like, we have all that kind of stuff along with the gerbils and everything else that we still have. And something else that I would have loved would be for us to capture those animals. Like, if we could find them somewhere, not just, you know, click our phone and buy it, but like if we were to have reptiles, I would like to go out into Oasis Springs and find a reptile and catch it like we can with the frogs. And then in this picture, as you see, it's a lot of cartoony stuff, and if you look at the top left corner, there are some frames there, and those are the only normal picture frames that we have. A lot of it is just cartoony cartoony things that like it's all those like hamster. There's literally like 20 different options for those little hamster wall decals, like the little tubes that they run through. That's what this whole pack is. Everything in this pack is just those freaking walled things. It's not even under one category. Like it's like each piece is separate in the menu, like on the painting menu. There's like, if you've seen anyone review the pack, it's like all over the place in the menu, and I hate it so much. And then something else that could fool you in this picture is that you see like the toddler playing with the dog, and you see that guy playing with the cat on the couch, but really there's no new interactions. So for someone whose first pet wasn't a gerbil or wasn't a little weird pink ram that they put in this game, it's not true to life, which is what The Sims is supposed to be. Low-key true to life, like life in a game form, whatever. So I would have liked to see some newer interactions. Now we did get some new, we obviously got new pet objects, like the new jungle gym, or the new toy box, or the new litter box, and the food bowl that you see on the ground that has like a tree stump look to it. We have that, but there's no new interactions, which would have been really cool, especially for a cats and dogs follow-up. I know not everyone has cats and dogs who bought this expansion pack. I would like to see some statistics, actually, of who bought the pack, who didn't have cats and dogs. I want to see like what percentage of people actually did that, because that'd be interesting. But I would have liked to see some new interactions. And that's it. It's really simple, honestly. I know I rambled on for 6.5 minutes right now, but it's actually, if you think about it, what I said, like not that much. Just a new set of clothing, maybe matching furniture for once, and more paintings, and another animal. And even so, like it would work the same way. Is nothing new. It just would work the same exact way. But that's it. That's all I have to say. If you guys enjoyed, please leave a like. It's a big help. Let me know in the comments down below which one of the things I talked about today that you support, or if you wanted something added into the game, what would it be? That is it. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Woo.